How's it going, everyone? I am Jinsula, and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Alright, so a few days ago, the good folks over at Pokeminers discovered that assets for the Electric-type Regieleki and Dragon-type Regidrago have been added into the game. It's possible that these Galarian Legendary Pokémon are going to debut right after the Hoenn Tour Event. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, before I continue, I have to make the point that everything I'm going to be talking about in this video is based on data mined information. This means there is going to be a lot of speculation, as there hasn't been an official announcement just yet. Therefore, take everything that I talk about with a huge grain of salt. There's no telling when this stuff will be added into the game, and we don't know how things will play out over the next few months. It is definitely possible that these assets are being added now, but won't be released for several months, so make sure you curb your expectations until an official announcement is made. Okay, with that said, let's talk about Regieleki and Regidrago. So, I was scrolling through the Silph Road Reddit the other day, and noticed something that caught my eye. The data miners over at Pokeminers recently discovered that assets for Regieleki, Regidrago, and Kleavor were added into Pokemon Go. Now these Pokemon are not available yet, but it's likely they will be debuting really soon. Regieleki is the Electric-type version of the Legendaries. Regidrago is the Dragon-type. With the addition of these two Legendaries, the list of obtainable Regi Pokemon will be up to 6, including Registeel, Regirock, Regice, and Regigigas. Now, we don't know how powerful these particular Pokemon will be. In terms of raid battles, we already have a plethora of really powerful electric or dragon-type Pokemon already in the game. With the competition so high, it is very likely that both of these Pokemon will not be relevant in the current raiding meta. However, in terms of PvP, there are a lot of great possibilities with either of these Pokemon. Take for example Regieleki. Assuming it is going to have similar bulky stats to the current Regis, it could be an absolute monster in the Go Battle League. Just imagine an electric-type Registeel or Regirock with Lock-On and Wild Charge, or even Zap Cannon. That would be incredibly powerful in the current PvP meta. Likewise, Regidrago could completely replace Pokemon like Dragonite. Granted, it has very good Dragon-type moves and bulky stats. It could be your best Dragon-type Pokemon in both the Ultra and Master League. It's obviously wishful thinking, but I think a move combo of Lock-On and Outrage would be incredible. Now, Regieleki and Regidrago were not the only Pokemon that were leaked. We also have assets for Kleavor, the Hisuian evolution of Scyther. We can't really predict what the gameplay implications would be for the Pokemon, but like Regieleki and Regidrago, it will likely be most relevant in PvP over PvE. So yeah, this is a very interesting time in Pokemon Go. I predict these Pokemon will be a part of in-game events that will follow up the Hoenn Tour Event. If that is the case, that would be truly amazing. We're going to be starting a new season of Pokemon Go really soon, and I can totally see these particular Pokemon as being a part of it. Niantic has been on a roll this year when it comes to Pokemon Go content. Every event has been great, every update has been stellar, and the general sentiment around the game has just been positive. If Niantic were to introduce these new Pokemon and add them to the raid rotation, that would just continue the hype streak. Of course, we should still be skeptical. There is a chance that Niantic could mess up the release of these Pokemon. We can predict Regieleki and Regidrago will be paywalled behind raids like every other legendary Pokemon. However, they could pull a Mr. Crime and lock Kleavor behind a paid ticketed special research. If they were to do that, it would be incredibly disappointing. Hopefully, that just won't be the case, but we'll have to wait and see. Still, I'm pretty hyped by the impending release of each of these Pokemon. Whatever impact they have on the game, I'm sure it will be a good one. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Leave your thoughts down below what you think about all of this. Is there any one of these upcoming Pokemon that you are excited about most? Let me know in the comments and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch y'all later.